Hey everyone, JoRaSe here, ready to get back to work on our Quest game project. You might be wondering why I'm back in the model editor for Gamestudio. Well, that's because the texture file doesn't load properly, and I have been able to figure out the reasoning for that. It all comes down to something over here. Skins, they need to be managed, and we did not do that before. So let's open up the window here, and what we need to do is make a new skin. Label it appropriately. And we want it to be a texture. And we have a texture file. And then it's just to navigate to that texture file. One moment. I realized that I didn't have everything ready to go. Have to set things up. So be just a moment. All right. So what we have to do first is save the texture file as a bitmap. So that's going to be file export as. Just change the extension from PNG to BMP. Hit export, and then we want advanced options, and we want the first under 16 bits. So get that selected and export, and we're done here. We can now switch back over to the model editor, and we will see that we have the proper file. We can now bring that in and then close this skin settings window out. We need to delete the first skin file and then set the skin to the first one that we now have. Close this window and save the file. Now, since I made the mistake of not having this done previously, I'm having to do this for all the buildings and models, and so I haven't actually gotten a whole lot of other work done as far as placing things. But I did want to point this out, and I'll run through it one more time for you. Well, one or two more, depending on how much time we have left here. Try to keep these videos under 30 minutes. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but I do try. So let me get things set up again. Just close the display out here. That way you don't see some of the other stuff I'm working on in the background. I don't want too many surprises let out. Have to have some stuff waiting in the background that you guys don't know about yet. Alright, so the next one's going to be the general store. Got the texture file opened up. Needs to be exported to BMP. So just change the extension and export it. Change the number of bits from 32 to 16, R5, G6, B5. That's one of the formats that Gamestudio recognizes. Anything else will cause problems, potentially. So that's done. We can come over into the model. And now I find it best to select the model and not just assume that everything's going to work. Then go to Object, Manage Skins, make a new skin, give it a name that's unique to the model. And then we want texture, and it's a texture file. And now we need to bring in the texture file. So there we go. You can now close out these skin settings. Delete the first skin there. Reselect the new skin and click Set Skin. You can close out of the skins window and now save the model file. And that's one more down. Let's see what we have next. How about the message bulletin board? Okay, it took me a little while to find the right file, but we got it now. So the same thing as before, we want to export the file as a bitmap. So we change the extension, export, advanced options, the first option under 16 bits, export, that's done. Now over into the model editor, get it selected, go into object, down to manage skins, new skin, give it a name, this is a texture, we have a texture file, and close out skin settings, delete the first skin, and set the new one, and close out, and save. There we go. Just a few more and this process is done. So let's reset for the next. Just about there. Alright, we're doing the player house this time. So switch over to the image editor. Want to export as a BMP. And advanced options, first option under 16-bit. Export, that's done. Over into the model editor. Make sure the model is selected. Up to manage skins under object. New skin. Give it a name. And it's a texture file. Load in the file. Close out skin settings. Delete the first skin. And now set the one we just brought in. Close out skins. Save the file. And we're done once again. On to the next. And what are we going to be doing this time? Let's see. Going to be a small one this time. Going to be the paint pot. So we're already in the image editor. Let's go ahead and export it as the proper file type, which is a BMP. Then we want to go into Advanced Options, first under 16-bit, Export. We're done here. Now into the model editor, select the model, go into Object, Manage Skins, New Skin, give it a name. It is a texture, and we do have a file for it. There we go. Close out of skin settings. Delete the first skin and set the one we just brought in, and then close out of skins and save the file. All right, next up, see what we have left to do. Going to be an easy one this time. Well, they've all been pretty easy, haven't they? But it still needs to be done. The farm field crop area. So let's go ahead and select the model this time. Then we can go into Object, down to Manage Skins. We need to switch over to the image editor and export as the proper file format. So that's BMP, 4-bitmap, export, advanced options, 16 bits, R5, G6, B5, export, and we're done there. Now, new skin, give it a name. Bring in the texture file. Close out of skin settings. Delete the first skin. Set the new first skin. Close out of skins. Save the file. All right. What do you say? One more? Because I think we've just about got everything done. I think there's just one more that needs to be done. Nope, I've done everything now. Well, that's great. Well, I hope you enjoyed this slightly different video. And next time I should have all the models in a better state in the world editor. So we'll pick it up from there next time. See you then. Hey there everyone. Just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you did enjoy the video, how about giving it a thumbs up? Alright, I will see you all next time.